All righty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody had a lovely day. With that being said, let's dive into the TA. All right, guys, we're going to make this a quick one. We're going to go over the indices here. We'll go over the Mag 7 stocks. Then I have a few tickers at the end of the video for you to be paying attention to right now. They are hot, they are moving, and they're grooving. Okay. All right, so first things first, guys. QQ did not hit 585 yet. I am still thinking we are likely going to be heading up and hitting 585. 1 hour, 4 hour time frames, they really don't look all that bad here on SPY and QQQ. IWM looks like a monster. DIA looks like a monster, about to break out to all-time highs. And QQQ and SPY, we know, are probably going to be going at least a little bit higher. I'm just going to remind everyone, you know, broad picture point of view, weekly RSIs have not gotten into overbought territory. On all of these rips, they get into overbought territory. People who are bearish, I promise you're going to have the rudest freaking awakening over the coming months, and I'm going to be here to show you the right way, and hopefully you go along with the, you know, the things that you got to go with the probabilities. Hopefully you go along with the probabilities as I show you constantly every single week here where the probabilities lie. We knew the upside was likely this week. Get at me. Like, what are people doing here? All right. But, you know, real talk, guys, that is something you can take to the bank every single time. Weekly RSIs get overbought. They're not overbought. We're going higher. Expect dips to be bought. This thing's just getting warmed up. Okay. Now, in terms of short-term price action, guys, we're just going to kick it off here with QQQ. And I'm going to point out we're not up at 585. We're looking for 585. Get above today's high, 583.32. We're talking 585, 588, 590. Maybe we got 600 on the table. I don't think we're going to go straight up there without having a decent pullback. But I'm here for it if it does. Okay. For the time being, though, bulls are in clear as day control. I know you're still, you know, selling into new highs here. I understand. We have, you know, red, green, literally red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. Well, if we're about to have the same exact theme that we've had, what is this? 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pairs. Yeah, we're probably going to have another 2 candle pair here. That's going to turn into a green candlestick tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Okay. But I am still looking for 585, and I'm going to be honest, you should as well. Okay. I gave you the stat before this thing started breaking out. It started breaking out. You know the target. That's where you're looking for in the short term. 585 to 593. Don't be stupid and go against the market, okay? You got no business doing so. You don't, okay? Yes, the market could fall flat in its face, but clear state bulls are still in control. And I know things are looking pretty heavy, but people are not realizing that, boom, all right? Meta still has not really taken off yet. It really has not gone to move. It could very easily get bought up into the end of the week. You still have things like NVDA over here. I'm not going to say today was all that great. It was not the best looking candlestick over there. It was, you know, we almost got down, all right? To yesterday's high. I know, it's freaking crazy. We almost got, no, we did get down there, but you know, it's a little joke. I'm funny, okay? It was a joke. I didn't mean to get all bearish on you guys, okay? No, we're not bearish, guys. We literally pulled back, tested yesterday's high, and then we bounced off of that into end of day. And now the 4 hour looks like this. We're going higher, ladies and gents. I don't think anybody has a reason to bet against the market right now. Again, I showed you guys an NQ stat over here over the last year and a half, that 9 out of 9 times you have had at least a 1% move as you took out a high. All right. And guess what? We haven't even went that 1%. That's 9 out of 9 times went that, and only 1 out of 9 times went 1%. All right. 5 out of 9 times went 1.3 to 1.5%. Guess what? 3 out of 9 times you went over 2.5%. We're not even at the minimum requirement here, guys. Stop getting bearish on the freaking market. I told you in yesterday's video, I'm going to let you know when VIX is showing us signs that it's going to be spiking again. But for now, it's not. And dips are going to be treated as buying opportunities, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it until proven otherwise. That is how you approach the market. There you go. Again, I have some things at the end of the video that are moving and grooving right now. I gave them to you yesterday as well, some of these ones, and they freaking moved very well today. But yeah, you know, we'll talk about the end of the video. Patience, okay? Patience. Let's go over some levels here, okay? On SPY, guys, above today's high, 646.19. We're talking 648 and then 650. On the downside, we're watching today's low at 642.68. Underneath there, we're talking 639.85. That's where we broke out from, okay? If you don't hold there, then we have a larger sell. That's all. That's all. It's not complicated, okay? You take that out. You take out the 4-hour 21 EMA. From there, we're watching 636.79, 633.44, and we don't want to violate this level because guess what? The daily 21 is right underneath there. So if we're going to continue the bull trend, guess what? That's probably going to be something that holds. This thing looks immaculate. It's beautiful. It's kind of exactly what we laid out coming into the week. There you go. All right? Expect the dips to be getting bought until QQ at least doesn't mean we can't go higher, but at least 585. All right, so that is SPY. Coming over here to QQQ. On the downside, we have 580.35, 578.94, 576.80, and 574.63. If you take out 574.63, all right, we come back down. We can't hold it. That's when you get a larger sell. Until that happens, expect these dips to be in buying opportunities. Like I said, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. It's happened 4 times now. This would be the 5th time. It's probably going to happen, you know, but we'll see we'll see how it goes. But you see how SPY's 4-hour candle ended up printing into the close. Yeah. We're probably going to make new highs tomorrow. That's really all I have to say about that. That's why this video is going to be short. Nothing has changed here. I'm going to point out some tickers that are moving and grooving for you guys. I'm going to point out how the Mag 7 stocks are looking, but I'm serious. Nothing has changed, and you don't have a reason to change that bias, okay? Like I said, DIA, IWM, they're going a little freaking nuts, okay? IWM might actually be coming up 235 here in the short term. Like, you know, I pointed out yesterday, this is pretty freaking sick. And then you come over here, DIA. Again, it's also pretty freaking sick. And this honestly looks very similar to IWM when it was over here. And now all of a sudden, it's 5 points higher. DAA, guys, honestly, I was just checking them out. 455C, they will go 100%. I think I was looking at the 829 strike. Or not 829 strike. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm sleep deprived today. I've been out all day. I was actually balling today. I've never spent as much money as I did today on jewelry. I'm feeling like a baller. But over here, guys, DIA, it looks like it's about to have a big boy breakout. You couldn't do it over there. Okay? The thing's very likely about to explode. We're talking, you know, 5 to 10 points to the upside in the short term. This range we got going, 15 schmeckles. We're talking 10 to 15 schmeckles on the upside. We're talking 460 to 465. You guys know I don't trade DIA, but I'll tell you, I think I'm about to be trading DIA, and maybe you should too. All right, do whatever you want. No financial advice will be found here on this channel, but I will gladly do my darndest best to help you guys find where the money is moving in this market, so you guys can be moving with that money, and you guys can make your money. Okay, every single video, you got a shit ton of trade ideas, you got a shit ton of opportunities to make your money. All I ask of you guys is just leave a like on these videos. It helps me get it out to more people. That is it. All I ask is that you guys help support the channel here by helping us grow. That's all it is. Okay, all it is. But yeah, that's really the indices, guys. We're going higher. That's that. Mag 7 stocks, the video, guys, it's still in that same exact consolidation. It did absolutely nothing today. It did nothing. You consolidated. You had another, you know, this is now 5 doji candlesticks. The thing is probably going to break up at some point. You actually swept today's yesterday's low there. The thing at some point it's going to explode. I think it's right around the corner. So yeah, either way, whether this thing wants to go, we talked about in yesterday's video, whether it wants to do that, whether it's just going to push up. We know it's, you know, pullback going to be bought. This is not what our tops over here in the video looks. It's not what your tops of most tickers look like. You know, if you get the pullback, you're expecting it to get bought back up to those equal highs. Regardless, that's NVIDIA. It's still set up in the same exact manner. GOOG over here, guys, quite a sell. Quite a freaking sell. I got my alert right down here at 198, like 70 something. So it was literally right at the bottom. I was like, what the heck? The one day I walk away from the market, what the heck happens? What the heck happens? I'm not at the computer one day. All right. The thing falls off a cliff. We got bought back up. Is that something that's all that bearish? No. Okay. Does it mean we're going to immediately go to the upside? Probably not. We're probably going to put another consolidation day tomorrow. All right. So just limit your expectations there. I do think we're heading up to all-time highs, but I do think we got to be open to some action like this where we get some consolidation and then we move up off of that. Okay. That's Google, Apple. All All right. Apple popped up to new highs, got above 231 off of the open. You open right there. The opening price is 231.07. Above 231, we're talking 232.92. And now we have today's high to watch. Above today's high at 235, we're talking 237.23. I told you guys, 235 to 237. That's what I think is going to be hit here in the short term. That's where I think is the best, area here to be scaling out if you were taking longs, down here or after the, this freaking big boy move started. You got the breakout over here wherever you bought in. Okay. Over here, this is where we are going to be expecting sellers to be stepping in. Does it mean they are? No. Okay. But is where they probably will be. And we can always just put the probabilities in our favor. And that means taking things off. Okay. There's Apple. Coming over here to Tesla, guys. Another fake guy. I told you guys yesterday's video. When it's in the trending move, it doesn't take out the previous day's low. You take out the previous day's low. I don't care if you go and take out that previous day's high there. Because guess what? It might be a trap because you're in consolidation mode. All right. The vast majority of these vertical moves, they do not take out the previous day's low. This one, did it take out the low? This one, did it take out the low? This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. And then, oh, this one? Yeah. And then you consolidate for another week. Okay. Just limit your expectations when we see this. We saw it yesterday. I'm waiting for an entry over here, and I think I'm going to nail it. But I think it doesn't come just yet. I think we're going to have a little bit more consolidation, probably either into Friday or early next week. Regardless, I'll keep you guys posted over here. I'm really liking the setup. It's really clean. I am just letting it, letting it really develop here because I don't want to jump the gun. And I don't think you should be too eager to jump the gun over here as well. Tesla has been a bit of a troll for quite some time. When it goes, it's going to have a massive freaking move. We want to catch that move, but you don't need to get faked out. If you got faked out over here, you don't need to continue it over here. Just wait for it to break above this area, and guess what? The thing's going to rocket ship up to 400, 450 plus. Okay, you just got to be patient, guys. Say it with me. Patience pays. Say it with me. I know it's cringy. Say it with me. Patience pays. There you go. Stay patient. That's Tesla. Come over to Meta. Again, patience is going to pay. You just have to wait, guys. I know you had a pretty ugly day over here. I'm going to be honest. It did not look the best. It didn't look like one of these just little consolidation days before you pop back up. But I'm still going to say weekly chart does look like this is probably not how this thing is going to top out here. We are probably going to be continuing back up the highs by end of week. I know that's a 15-point move, Henry. Are you freaking nuts? I am freaking nuts. Okay, I definitely am. I think that's pretty obvious at this point. But yeah, guys, I do think 800 to 820 is coming here in the short term, and then once we get up there, we might make our way 840, 850. But I do think this thing is going to be getting further upside over the following week. So I do not think this is something that's going to consolidate in this bullish manner here, get really tight after having this big breakout. Barely moved off the big breakout. I know 80-point moves, but in terms of Meta over here, that is a small move for the scale of this setup we had going on. You just climb back to all-time highs. You're consolidating here for what, 3-4 weeks? 4 weeks, you break up, you get 1 day of upside, you consolidate for a straight week and a half to 2 weeks. Are you fucking nuts? All right, and then you get another breakout, and then you're going to go back to the consolidation? Nah, I think you're fucking more crazy than me. Regardless, I'm personally expecting this thing to start getting bought back up. I am expecting this dip to be bought. I do think it will be short-lived, and I think we're pulling right back to the 4-hour 21 EMA where we found buyers here, 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 and here. Let's see what we got. All right, that's Meta. Microsoft, what do we got going on? Big fat bearish engulfing candle. Ugliness is what we got on. Okay, you hit it with the ugliness today. That's what's happening. All right, now from this point, guys, break above 532.70. Then we're watching 538.25. That's when you know you're moving back up. I told you guys, Microsoft, why the heck are you going to be touching this thing? Out of all the other Mag 7s, I point out Meta. All right, I'm pointing out Tesla. I'm pointing out Apple. I'm pointing out Google. I'm pointing out NVDA. They're all set up better than Microsoft over here. The thing has ripped freaking faces for far too long. Just wait for it to, have a break of structure, and then you know where it's probably going to be heading. It's not doing that. It's in a range. It's consolidating. It either breaks underneath the 21 EMA, breaks it underneath 516, and starts a larger sell, which honestly at this point it looks probable. Or you're breaking above 538.25 and you probably start making your way back up the highs. There's one or the other. Don't be an impatient little dweeb. Just wait. Be patient. And you could be rich, okay, over time. But it's going to be with that patience. And over here at Microsoft, I know you want to keep trading for upside, but I'm telling you, you might as well just focus on the other ones with setups, whereas this thing has already ran its course. What the heck is this thing over here, guys? This is not like the last earnings report. This is not like this over here with this big move up. No, you faded the whole entire move up. That's not a signal of strength. It is a sign of weakness. Don't do anything stupid over here on Microsoft. You can do whatever you want. Again, no financial advice. But again, you know, just put the probabilities in your odds. Just go with them, and you're going to have a good time in the market, okay? It's not always going to be picture perfect. It's just not. It's the nature of the game. But I will tell you, if you do put the probabilities in your favor over time, continuously, you just work on that, you're going to have such a better time. Just do so. That's Microsoft. Amazon, it's starting to shape up. We talked about it yesterday. Got the break above 223.82 today. You're back above where you've been rejecting. You're back above the 21 EMA. And that cloud, if you break above 226.22, that's flipping back to green. Amazon's ripping back up to the highs probably right away. All right? Or you get this crap going on, and then you go back to highs. Regardless, both scenarios are bullish. Amazon, bullish. Back to all-time highs over the coming weeks, likely. Is it going to give us a whole crap ton of consolidation over here like it did over here? Maybe. It might. We don't know. But what we do know, broad picture point of view, the thing's going higher. All right? So we're going to continue, just stack our bias and, the trade ideas on this name in that direction. You break above 226.22, guys, might be going 230 plus in the short term. I do think this thing is probably not going to consolidate for a few weeks. I think we're probably not going to do this crap we did over here. There's a massive sell that you had to recover from and really build out structure to then, push up off of that. I think, honestly, we have something closer to just this very sharp correction that, guess what? It's already getting bought back up. I think we're going to be back up at all-time highs pretty quick, honestly, within a few weeks over here on Amazon, maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, expect buyers to continue stepping in over here. And if you do break above 226.22, that's when you start the larger move, and you probably will be 230 plus in the short term. Again, why the heck are people so bearish on the market? I don't understand. I really don't. But it's a thing. I swear to God, it's a thing on Twitter. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And I don't know how these guys have much larger followings than me. I really don't either. But hey, maybe it's because so many people want the market to preying on the market's downfall, and the market just wants to keep going up, so they're just in pain. But guess what? They're just going to flock to these accounts that are just going to, try and tell them, oh, no, your pain is justified. Oh, no, the market should not be going higher. No, it shouldn't. It should actually fall off a cliff and have a 30% correction. No, these people are stupid. I'm not being mean, guys. I'm a realist, okay? It's a zero-sum game over here in the market. Let's be real about it. If someone keeps losing over there, they keep having the same exact call they're making, all right, weeks after weeks, guess what? They're wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. Don't expect them to be right the next time. They don't know what they're talking about. Expect the market to keep going up. Those are the Mag 7 stocks, ladies and gents. Now, I got some tickers that are going to be moving and grooving here. First of which is Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to give my caution here. I'm not trading upside here on these Bitcoin stocks. MSTR coin, the miners, they're not moving at all. Okay? Bitcoin is literally at all-time highs. What the heck is this? What is this? Oh, you want to talk about it? What's that? Oh, one more? Oh, garbage. Oh, what are these? Okay, that's the only one that's not looking terrible. It's HUT, guys. I'm going to say focus on HUT. HUT is the only one showing strength over here on the Bitcoin stocks. Adding it to the watch list. HUT. It looks sexy. It looks like it's about to break out. See, look at that. I was trying to make a point, and guess what? There was one stock that was pointing out or standing out against the other. And guys, that's really all it comes down to on finding strength. You have the theme. You have the sector. These are all the crypto stocks that I know of that are going to be well, not crypto, all the Bitcoin stocks that I know of that are going to be moving with Bitcoin. And guess what? All of them are not moving except for HUT. It makes your trading decision on which ticker to pick and which ticker to focus on extremely easy. It probably is going to have a much larger move than the other tickers, considering all the other ones are in the crapper, and this is pushing back up the high of this range. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're pushing all the way up in one go here, taking on the last 2 weeks high. That's a change of character. HUT, ladies and gents, this is top watch for Bitcoin. You want to trade Bitcoin right now on that breakout, you're trading HUT, baby. 30 plus might be incoming over here. This is the weekly time frame. Give it time. All right, give it a few weeks to play out. If Bitcoin's going to be trending and this is the only one moving with it, chances are it's going to continue moving with it. It's probably going to break the, its own structure and head to the next area of interest, which from where I'm sitting, we're right up here around 30 bucks, 29 to 32 bucks. That's what we're watching. Hot. Top watch for Bitcoin. Everything else, cut it out. Get it out of there. You could trade IBIT over here if you want. It's looking phenomenal. It's looking like it's going to have this other breakout here. It probably go another couple percent. All right, there was a 9% move on the last breakout. I know Bitcoin, has kind of been very lackluster here from our expectation, what we were personally expecting. But that's still another 5 to 6 point move that you can catch over here. You could catch 75 plus here on IBIT. All right, so if you want to trade Bitcoin, HUT and IBIT, IBITHUT, those are the two tickers you trade. All right, moving on. QBTS, guys. I think the day of reckoning has come. I think we're about to done diddly do it. I do. Above 1917, we're talking 1977 and 2056. Above 2056, we're talking 22 and 25. And then 30. Crazy shit. Crazy. I think it's about to go down. It's about to go downtown. Except this downtown is in the sky. That's QBTS. APLD. It swept the high today. It pulled back. It did make a, decent recovery there off the lows. Closed out with a doji candlestick. I still think this thing is probably going to break out this week. I could be wrong. Just realize that it happens. It does. Either way, I got you in the right spot. Maybe I'm a bit early, but I got you. I got you in literally on this day right over here when you were consolidating right there, and then it started pushing up. Okay, I got you right there on that day. Guess what? Now we're putting it back on the radar right now for an immediate breakout. I'm not sure if it's going to happen this week, but from where I'm sitting, I know the monthly candle is likely going to expand above this 2-month high. This is where you were 2 months. You haven't broken above the high. I know it's likely going to, decently expand over there. The next level of interest, area of interest, I guess we'll call it, 1968, all the way up there. You got absolutely nothing between here and down there. So that's, we know by end of August, that's likely going to take place. Now we come down to the weekly chart. This thing is either going to print like a doji candlestick, a red candlestick, and probably pull back 1 week before pushing back up, or a few weeks. Okay, but we know what happens end of August. Okay, which means if we do that, that means next week is the third week of August. The week after that, it has to go to, really make this make sense for us, or it's just going to do the thing that makes the most sense. And it's about to just rip over here starting right now. All right, so we'll see what happens. It did end up sweeping the high today. It did pull back. It has a doji candlestick. Regardless, you're still just in this consolidation. This thing is about to rip. I'm here for it. Maybe you're here for it. Let's get a 20-30% day going. All right, APLD. RKT had itself quite the day, up 7% on the day. Gave this one, yesterday there, break above 1845. I was thinking 1979 was going to be hit in the short term. We're now approaching 1979, and guess what? This thing's about to rip freaking faces. We're going up to 2138, ladies and gents. I hope you're here for the ride. This thing's going crazy. I'm telling you, I give you constant trade ideas, constant hot stocks that are going to be moving. All you have to do is put in the work of just sitting through these videos. All you have to do, put me on double speed if you have to. Get me over with in 10 to 15 minutes, and boom, be on your way. That sounds dirty. Regardless, okay? I got you. I got your back. Just please scratch my back and leave a like. That's all I ask. All I ask. If you want to, you want to come trade with me, I'm live every single day. That link is down below, okay? I have full intention on continuously nailing this market. But I also have full intention on helping you guys out here on this channel. And I give you guys everything you really need to catch these trending stocks. Okay? You had a bunch of tickers you were watching today. No, not all of them end up ripping faces. But you got RKT. You got TEM. You got PEP. You got HD. You got MRVL. You had GS. Okay? Like, real talk. You have everything you need every single freaking video to be making money in this market. Okay? Enough said. There you go. Enough said. KO. Moving on. PEP. You broke above 147.03 today. What happened? You move right to the next area of interest, which is 149.71. Above there, we're talking 150.167. I do think 155 plus is incoming. We have an explosive weekly setup over here. Congrats if you're making money on PEP. TEM. We talked about it yesterday. You got the big break over 65.82. Guess what? This thing went straight to 70 plus the next day. Had a 10% move at the high there. Okay, 8%. I was close enough. Okay, above 72, above 71.97, guys. That's where you rejected today. Your high of day was 71.85. Above there, we're talking $77. Above there. Oh, crazy shit can happen. We'll see what happens. But I think this is a massive base. It's about to get a breakout. And the range of this base, guys, it's 18 points. It brings you up to all-time highs. All right, just to measure moves. So TEM, put it on your radar. Dips are clear as day buying opportunities. It is a tricky one. Okay, and if you miss one of these trending moves for a few days, like you're getting right now, guess what? It's probably going to do this crap for a few weeks. Okay, but in the short term, it probably will continue going a little higher. Daily RSI might get overbought, but yeah, it will have plenty of pullbacks along the way. It's just how this ticker trades. So, you know, no FOMO, guys. No FOMO. Like I said, patience will pay. As cringy as it is, say it out loud. Okay, hammer that shit into your head. The market is the market, and it's not going to reward, you know, just FOMO. It's not. It's not. I continuously put setups in your radar. Just wait for them to play out. You see what you want to see. Pull the trigger. You make your money. Okay, again, it's not always going to be perfect, but you have so many trade ideas every single video here to be focusing on. I only talk about the things that are moving in the short term at the end of these videos. Take advantage of them. Okay? Yes, they're entertaining. I understand. But you could be taking advantage of them. Marvel, guys. We had $2 million come into 919 calls. We had $1 million come into 829 calls not too long ago. But we did have 92.5 C. I think they came in today, early today. And then 829, we had the 90 C come in, 89 or 90. Either way, far out the money. Far out the money calls are coming in, guys. That's the moral of the story here. We're seeing it. We're seeing heavy money come into those far out the money calls there. And we are seeing this thing look like it's about to start breaking up on the daily time frame. The weekly candle is about to expand. I just want to have my, need some caution here. You do have earnings all the way out here, August 28th at the end of the month. So you only have a few weeks to play this here. 8/22 expiration, next Friday's expiration, without paying the juice premium. So just realize that you will have to pay a premium there. So the contracts, I would say more time the better over here. If you're really going to catch this, just move with the whales, go with the 919 calls. All right, 829, there's that. But again, they're paying for the earnings premium. I think they think the move happens either now or off earnings. I think they don't know. That's why they're doing it like that. And I also don't know. I don't know, like, let's just say this thing decides to completely trade flat over the coming weeks. Well, yeah, you're probably going to get that spike up off of earnings to make these guys get their money, okay? Regardless, I think they make money in the short term. So I don't think they'll have to rely on earnings. Regardless, $80. Here's the TA, above $80. We're talking 81.12 above there. You're talking this high right here, 83.25 above there. You're talking 85.76, guys. Current price is $80. That's a 5-point move that you could be about to catch over here on MRVL Marvel. GS, guys, hit it with the breakout. You got the breakout yesterday. Hit it with the break and retest today. Got bought up pretty aggressively there off the lows. And I'm just going to say, I still think 760 is incoming. Maybe we do get some consolidation building out here. I hope we do. All right. I like more structure. It's more sound. It is. It's easier to trade. It's, gives you more confidence in the trade. Why? Because you have spent more time. Market participants have spent more time deciding what to do, which means that decision is not a rush decision. They know what they want to do. If you got a crap ton consolidation, they start breaking you up. Yeah, it's pretty clear what they want to do. That's GS. GLXY, Galaxy. Another time, guys. This is now like, 5 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we pushed up to this 30.42 spot and sold there. Yeah, it's gonna, guys, this thing's gonna freaking explode. All right, well, put it on your radars. Put it on the radars. Change the level you're watching to 30.84. Okay, change it. Okay, the old one over here was 30.42. The new one is gonna be this high from the other day on Monday, which was 30.84. You get above 30.84, guys. Set your alerts for that level. You get above there, you probably are going straight to 33.17. At that point, boom, bop, bing, boom, pow, you almost have a 20% move on your hands. I think this thing's probably going to have a 20-30% vertical move here once it breaks this high. I think we're probably going up $38 all-time highs. That's Galaxy. Put it on the radar. Reddit, expect these dips to continue being bought here. I'm looking for the dip. I don't think it's going to come yet. I don't. All All right. But, you know, we are breaking all-time highs. Last time you broke all-time highs, yeah, you had quite a freaking ride. Now you have this massive correction here. You actually, if you just come down to the low, you guys want to see something special? Oh, bada bing, bada boom. 0.786 holds up the room. Guess what? It put in a floor. The thing consolidated in a bullish pennant. You're not broke up. You consolidated above the weekly 21, and now all of a sudden you're at all-time highs. This bad boy is going to continue. All right? We're talking 250 plus is likely going to be incoming here in the short term. I don't think it's going to pull back in the short term. I don't. I think we're probably going to, you know, get to 250 plus. But I do think a pullback is going to be coming. I have full intention to take advantage of that when it happens. And I'll let you guys know when that happens. Okay? But it probably will just be consolidation we're taking advantage of, not an actual pullback. I'll let you guys know about it. But it's definitely what I'm watching here. Okay? Now, lastly, I got for you guys, it's going to be right over here on MU. MU is looking like it still wants to break up. Okay? I don't care what the short term is doing over here. We know how the weekly chart is moving. Once this thing does break above 129.85, you get above 130, guys, this thing starts going 140 plus. That's the move you're here for. It hasn't started yet. Breakout hasn't happened. You're just waiting. Again, patience is going to be what pays. There's a 15-point move after you took out a high. 15-point move above here. Crazy shit. We're coming up to 144. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know the price action is pretty frustrating with what's going on, but we should just continue expecting these dips to be bought. That is the theme right now. That's going to stay the theme until it's not. And I'll let you guys know when it's not. But right now, it's not the theme. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please remember to leave a like on the video. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And yeah, if you want to come trade with me, the link's down below. I am live every day. And yeah, I have full intention of helping everybody in my community kill it as much as possible and just learn as much as possible over time. All right? I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.